This video is on my views and my concerns about hormone blockers given to transgendered people. This video is in response to the video of transgendered jazz that I saw, as well as many other videos I've seen on YouTube of transgendered people. Many kids, when they're young, they will live in a fantasy world where if it's a boy and if he has this so-called gender dysmorphia, he's very likely to go into his sister's room or probably a mum's room to try out clothes if it's in the boy. If it's not in the boy will not do it. If the boy has a brother or has many brothers who wear certain clothes, then he will know from a young age that this is how a boy dresses and this is how a girl dresses. You can't control a child's desires for doing certain things. There's nothing wrong with if a child is hesitant to not give up on wearing certain girls' clothes that he finds in a house, or whether it's a boy whether it's a girl dressing up as a boy. But the thing is, as that child grows up, it will get bored of what it used to do. It may stop wearing those clothes, and it may fully realize that even at an older age, boys are always wearing this type of clothes and girls are wearing that type of clothes. It is difficult to control a child whose urges are to wear certain clothes. Gender assigned clothes, which we all do to kids, like giving girls pink and boys blue, has always been happening. If there is a child born with this condition, then it's a struggle. You cannot, and there's nothing wrong with letting a child let it have these desires to wear girly clothes, especially if it's a boy. But hormone blockers is on another level, because you're going against the laws of nature. See, when puberty strikes, whether it's for a girl or a boy, certain things will pop up, and this is nature taking its course. You cannot try to force a specific gender using hormone blockers, which is playing around with nature physically. With a boy, his hair will grow, his voice will deepen, his feet may go larger, he may start doing more boyish things like computer games, or he may start lifting weights. He is very much more likely to do this with his male friends. And equally with a girl, it's the same thing. The hips widen, and the girl's voice does change, but it's still high pitched. So these are possible things that can happen. Sometimes it may not happen because you have other types of people in this world. Someone like Michael Jackson had always had pretty much a high pitched voice throughout his life, and it's something which is within his family too. If you see his brothers, Jermaine Jackson, they're all very soft spoken. Some people, again, some men grow up, they keep their hair long, they may do it with a beard, that's pretty much fine, and I understand that. And it's harmless stuff. Hormone blockers is like my views on the fact that many bodybuilders use steroids to create something which is against nature. A child should be allowed to go through puberty and not forced, because it's happening naturally. And a transgendered child has to go through puberty, even though he may be given this condition, and parents may say, "Oh, now we want the hormone blockers because we want this, we want him to remain as girly as possible, or stop the boyish features come through." It's very much wrong. And if this video can be seen by the family of transgendered Jazz or any other parents who have children like this, I suggest not to put them on hormone blockers at all. And if you have, to stop, because you are going against nature, truly against nature. Clothing is harmless. Makeup is harmless if a boy is wearing these things. Living in a bedroom with fantasy fairy tales is harmless stuff, although many will try their best to stick to having a room which is pretty much a certain room, which is like a boyish room or a girl's room. Children are very difficult to force. They're hesitant. You can't stop them. But what a child always wants is not always for the best. Which is why gender assignment clothing happens from a young age. A boy is given blue. His hair is kept short, and a girl's hair is kept long, whilst their parents give them pink to wear. Now that child can now then easily be distinguished as a boy or a girl, which is a good thing, because I once picked up someone and I realized that it was actually a girl. But nevertheless, it's just harmless stuff, because the parents can always tell the person that, oh no, this is a girl, or this is a boy, I'm sorry. That's all I can say about this. I hope to make more videos on this issue of transgenderism and hormone blockers.